Hello and welcome back to more Sonic Co's Ultimate, where last time we finished our adventures in this sweet mountain area, and today we are going to be heading to Starlight Carnival and beginning to explore this series of levels, where things are going to get pretty visually insane, as you can probably tell from just this hub world alone. So without further ado, let's get started with the first act of Starlight Carnival. Let's get into this. Also, I read a comment on one of the earlier episodes, because the first 4 episodes, I basically just recorded all in a row, like back to back to back, because I was just having so much fun playing this. But I've since taken a break to go to work on some other stuff that you will see very shortly. And since in the time during the time between my last recording session and now, the game has properly released for the rest of the world, because I am playing this game I bought the digital select version of this game, so I was able to play it a few days before everyone else did. Mainly just so I'd be able to record my videos in advance. I missed the A button. That was on me. I thought I pressed it a little too short before. Okay, there we go. That's a cool thing. I to have Tails drop me off there. Thank you very much. I was worried I was gonna have to go back to the beginning of the level. Thankfully I didn't. Anyway, yeah, so since between episodes, the game's actually come out for everyone else, because I got the game released so I could be able to record my videos in advance, so I'd be able to prepare them early, and then I could spend time working on some other stuff, anticipating things that I keep alluding to it, but I still haven't actually announced properly what I keep saying I'm working on. But you'll see shortly enough. If you follow my Ace Attorney videos, you will see very shortly. Can I not homing attack? I was trying to homing attack that thing, but I guess it didn't let me homing attack it. No matter. Anyway, so yeah, okay, that was poor timing. Alright, well, so the point of what I was trying to say there is that between episodes, since the game's come out for everyone else, additionally, I've also seen the general consensus on what Sonic Co's Ultimate is, and apparently some people are experiencing some major issues, primarily in the Switch version, but there's also been some minor glitches on the other platforms as well. Yeah, apparently other people are having a not-so-great time. I mean, my Let's Play so far, I say so far because it's still entirely possible for me to get screwed over, even as soon as this episode, with some really poor glitches or whatever. But, I mean, this LP so far is a testament to the fact that, we're going pretty well here. We have not encountered any glitches of any kind so far, so we are doing just fine in that regard. But the reason I bring this up is because I saw a comment on one of the earlier episodes saying that it appears to, like, they think some sections of the game apparently appear slightly darker than they did in the original version of the game, which I'll talk about that in a minute. But because of that, they said that it's like Zack Snyder had a role in making or developing this game, which I just found very funny to think about. Like the idea of Zack Snyder making a Sonic game, just like, you're familiar with Shadow the Hedgehog being like, I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. It's just that, except it's Sonic constantly. Like, everything's dark and depressing. There's no humor whatsoever. There's like if you're lucky, you'll get one joke. Did I just fling myself off the edge? Okay, I thought I might have just flung myself off the edge, but I don't think I did. I think my eyes just play tricks on me. And yeah, so just, everything's dark and depressing. There's like one joke in the movie, if you're lucky. If you're not, you'll get no jokes. But yeah, that's, see, I just wanted to let you all know that I've had a lot of... where are we going? I don't know where I just went. Okay, I think I might have gone... okay. I think there might be a secret up there that I just didn't grab, like a red ring or something. I don't know. Anyway, I just want to let you all know that I've had a lot of... had a couple laughs thinking about what a Zack Snyder Sonic game would look like. I find that image very fascinating. I think the closest we'd ever get to see, which, by the way, in case there's any room for doubt, I would not want, well, I say I wouldn't want, by which I mean I would not enjoy, at least I don't think I would enjoy, a Zack Snyder, Sonic game, because I don't like Zack Snyder's movies in any capacity. Like, I really just despise, okay, can I please get up to where I want to go? Please, thank you very much. That's what I was trying to do earlier, but it wasn't working out too well for me. Anyway, yeah, so I find Zack Snyder to be very, what's the word? Pretentious, that's the word I'm looking for. Because he simultaneously thinks he's incredibly mature and also incredibly intelligent, when his movies stand as a perfect example to the contrary. And I thought I was gonna get crushed by the thing there, but fortunately I was fast enough to not get crushed by the thing. because he's, like, his movies are so dark and brooding and super edgy, because he thinks he's, like, he thinks he's so mature with the things he does, and also he thinks he's incredibly intelligent with the themes and messages and concepts and character arcs he tries to portray. But he's none of the above. His movies are just, like, because, like, Michael Bay, I don't like Michael Bay's films either, because it's just mindless. It's like, Transformers is the Call of Duty of the movie industry, by which I mean mindless, turn your brain off, don't think about anything, nothing makes any sense, it's just random explosions happening constantly and all that. So, what I say about Zack Snyder's movies is that he's Michael Bay, except he doesn't know that he's a child, because Michael Bay is like, yeah, Michael Bay is fully cognizant of the fact that he's making, like, really stupid, schlocky movies for teenagers or whatever. Whereas Zack Snyder thinks he's the most mature and intelligent person on the planet, so, yeah, not a fan of, well, just the DCU as a whole, but especially Zack Snyder's contributions to it, and don't even get me started on the 4-hour slogfest that is the Snyder Cut. Anyway, Act 2, I didn't intend to rant about Zack Snyder for as long as I did, but, yeah, so, believe it or not, my dad wanted to go see Man of Steel for Father's Day the year it came out, and the theater was jam-packed, and I really feel sorry for everyone who was in the theater that day, myself and my father included, because, boy howdy, that game is, I just said that game. That movie was, like, super bad. Like, can I jump properly, please? I'd love it if I could actually jump properly. That'd be honestly phenomenal, but there we go. That's what we were trying to do the first time. Okay, as you can tell, clearly very sloppy. It's been a few days since I've actually played this game, so I'm a little rough around the edges when it comes to moving around, but it's alright. Okay, let's blow this up. Wait for it. And can I restock? Okay, I thought I could restock my supply, but apparently I cannot. Okay, one step at a time. Yeah, Zack Snyder, I don't understand why Zack Snyder's movies get so much praise, because they're just utter nonsense. I mean, that's just the DCU as a whole, but I especially have a major bone to pick with Zack Snyder in that regard. Although, I also saw the other day on Twitter that the director of, I could have sworn it was the director of Wonder Woman 84, that said something on the lines of, the current age of movie distribution is not the future of a movie distribution that she wants to see, or something like that. And it just comes off because some directors, like Steven Spielberg, also did something similar to this, where he was like, oh, Netflix movies aren't Oscar worthy or whatever. It's like, okay, just because we're entering a new era where digital, like, at-home streaming service movies are becoming the norm, doesn't mean you have to crap all over them because it's a new age or whatever. It's honestly kind of frustrating to see, but, and especially stings to come with someone like Steven Spielberg, because Steven Spielberg has made a lot of incredible movies that I have a lot of, like, I have a lot of admiration for Steven Spielberg and the movies he's created, so it just really sucks to see someone you look up to say something so monumentally stupid like, Netflix streaming service movies don't deserve an Oscar, they're not Oscar worthy, which is especially funny when you consider that, like, a year later or whatever, he got a deal with Netflix to make movies for it, so it's just a comical thing to see unfold. Yeah, I didn't intend to turn this into a rant about the state of the film industry, but I guess it did turn to that. I'm trying to check to see if I was actually correct. Okay, yeah. So Patty Jenkins says that all the film streaming services are putting out, sorry, they look like fake movies to me. I don't hear about them. I don't read about them. It's not working as a model for establishing legendary greatness. That is an unironic thing that Patty Jenkins said. And to be clear, she's not the only one. Like, there are many, many directors who are like, actively pissed off at the fact that, streaming services getting more popularity and, like, at-home movie distribution is becoming the norm to some extent. They really don't like that. Like, a lot of directors really, really don't like the fact that, that streaming services are becoming more mainstream than maybe they used to be when it comes to movies, a lot of movies and shows people are talking about. And it's just so disappointing to see, because the thing is, I've never seen the Wonder Woman movies, although I don't think I need to see Wonder Woman 84 to know. I've heard the first one's good, but I've heard nothing but utter, like, just a complete and total lack of anything positive to say about Wonder Woman 1984. I've heard it's just one of the worst films ever created, so I have no intention of ever watching it. So I don't really have any personal investment in the director or their work in any capacity. It's just the sentiment in general of, like, oh, at-home streaming service movies aren't worth watching, and they're not, like, calling them fake movies as well. It's like, it's like when Martin Scorsese says that Marvel movies aren't cinema. It's like, okay, regardless of whether you think they're good, like, that was stupid. I don't know why I went to, that was, okay, I'm actually very annoyed at that. I should have, okay. Okay, let's try this again. So as I was saying, if you want to criticize a movie, you can just criticize the movie and saying like, hey, this movie isn't good because this. You don't need to be some pretentious clown, like stuck in your ways of, oh, this is not considered to be true cinema. Like, just criticize the movie for what it is. Don't get on your little high horse of saying it's not cinema. It's the same, it's the same, like I said, Martin Scorsese saying that Marvel movies aren't cinema is synonymous to me with Patty Jenkins saying that streaming service movies are fake movies or whatever. Also, yeah, I completely butchered that stage because I died in the stupidest way possible. Not the fault of the game, just me screwing up. I'm pissed at myself for screwing up, but yeah, I butchered that level entirely. And yet still got a B somehow. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm not just the moral message you can take away from my rants in this video is, I'm not a fan of pretentious directors going off and saying things something along the lines of, this movie isn't cinema, or this is a fake movie. It just comes off as you sitting on a or getting up on a soapbox, just pretentious as all heck, so it's frustrating to see. Anyway, that's the first half of Starlight Carnival. I told you that the visuals are going to get really hectic in Starlight Carnival. This place is a visual splendor to watch. Anyway, so yeah, we'll call things off here, and then we'll tackle the second half of Starlight Carnival tomorrow. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. We'll catch you all tomorrow for some more Sonic Colors Ultimate. Goodbye!